Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Live once again, bringing y'all this breaking news that we found out today. I told y'all what was going to go down this offseason. Xavien Howard has hired a new agent, all right? I want y'all to think about what that means, all right? First of all, his current agent got him a $15 million per year deal just a year and a half ago. And he already won out of that deal, ladies and gentlemen. Like, literally, think about it. You get a 5-year deal, right? And you're only 1 year in. And you hire a new agent. Like, you don't need an agent for 4 years. Like, I mean, you always can, better your agent. But I told y'all, there's only one reason he hired a new agent. Because somebody came and said, listen, I'm going to get you that extra money. Matter of fact, I'm talking 22, 23, 24 million maybe. I'm going to get you that money. With what you did on the field, your agent got you that deal. I would have got you that deal to begin with. I'm going to get you that money. What did X do? Remove one, bring in the new one. It's about to go down, ladies and gentlemen. I told y'all that, and then y'all got mad at me, and then a week later, 1 week later, then the media start talking about it, the Dolphins media. But y'all ain't get mad at them. See, when I call something early, it's a problem if it's a good player you love. But then when the whole Dolphin media masses get on it, it's like, oh, why would he, man, this and that. Oh, but it's okay now, But it's all good, man. At the end of the day, we delivering this news. But listen, it's about to go down this offseason, baby. How much are you willing to increase X's salary? See, right now, the problem is they're waiting. You know what they're waiting on? Did he win Defensive Player of the Year or not? Did he win Defensive Player of the Year or not? That's all they waiting on. That's all. You think Greer ain't already asked what's your price? He said, I'll tell you in a few weeks. I'll tell you in a few weeks. One thing they already got checked the box up, all pro first team. I'll tell you in a few weeks. We waiting on one more thing. Let's see what happens. They waiting on that Defensive Player of the Year nod. Or at least second in the voting. Or at least second in the voting. Oh, they waiting on it. So y'all tell me in the comment section right now, how much are you willing to pay Xavien Howard? Let's just say he at 15 right now. How much are you willing to go up to 22? See, in some people's mind, man, I mean, it's only 7 more million. It's only 7 more million. Because if you win Defensive Player of the Year, first team All-Pro, 10 interceptions. This was the first year that you were literally in the top 10 on being a coverage corner. Pass deflex, excuse me. Led the league in pass deflex. He was never even close. This was the first year he led the league in pass deflex. Ain't no way he not going to go to be the highest paid cornerback in the NFL. And you know what the highest paid cornerback in the NFL getting right now? 21.8 or something like that last I saw. If I'm not mistaken, the highest paid corner is getting 21.8 per year. So, and think about it. That was 2 years ago, Xavien Howard. Oh, my gosh, I didn't even think about that. It was 2 years ago that he became the highest paid player at $15 million. So 2 years later, the highest paid is already 7 more. This man might get a $23, $24 million deal from somebody. If his agent has already worked with other teams and they said, if you can get that trade to happen for this price, I'd be willing to give him 23, 24. You can't tell me there ain't a single team out there that wouldn't be willing to do it. You can't tell me Bill Belichick wouldn't be willing to do it. You can't tell me that. You can't tell me Jacksonville Jaguars wouldn't be willing to do it. You can't. This summer's going to be a lot of excitement, but it's also going to be a lot of, whoa. Man. So how much are y'all willing to pay? I ain't get enough answers yet. We got almost 200 people watching. Y'all hit that like button. Put it in the comment section right now. How much would you be willing to pay Xavien Howard per year? If it ain't over 22 million, listen, there's gonna be some problems. There's gonna be some problems. 20 plus mil, 23 max. 18 mil, 21 mil. Let me also help educate y'all on something. Renegotiating his deal. Well, let me read this donation first. Oh my God, TD Jags. Wow. We can move for Lawrence or Watson. Huh? OMG, TD Jags. Wow. We can move for Lawrence or Watson. You got to help me understand what's the premise behind that comment. Did something happen with the Jags? Andre said Byron is better. There's a reason they don't throw at him. Same with Ramsey. Did you see him against Metcalf? Teams prefer to throw at X than Byron. I think they threw at Byron a lot too, but there was a lot of incompletions. Everybody getting all bent out of shape when Byron gives up one play here or one play there, but they don't look at how he's literally locking down all day. It's amazing to me, but I get tired of arguing with people that don't watch film. They don't watch film. As a coverage corner in their career, Byron has been better as a coverage corner. Xavien Howard, this was the first year I actually saw coverage skills. See, before it was all ball hawking skills, going up and getting picks, but still getting burnt left and right. But the picks made you ignore it. The picks made you ignore it. But this was the first year I actually saw him play great coverage. At times, you know, there were still times he got burnt. It's still a lot of the inside stuff that X don't like. Really, you know. But it is what it is. But my thing is, the Miami Dolphins, what will they do in these negotiations? Javier said this is the perfect time to trade him for 2 firsts. Javier, defensive player of the year, homie. 10 interceptions, homie. First team All-Pro, homie. At least give me 2 firsts and a second. At least give me 2 firsts and a second. 2 firsts and a second. Which is a major profit, because here's what y'all betting on. Y'all would be betting on, okay, let's go down the road where we keep Xavien Howard. Let me give y'all 2 different ways. No, Cammy. Don't break your train, okay? Let me give y'all 2 different scenarios. You keep Xavien Howard, he now makes $23 million a year. $23 million for the year. Okay? That's number 1. Not only that, but now you just basically guaranteed the next 3 years of his contract. You guaranteed at a minimum the next 3 years of his contract. Maybe you get 3 years of great play from him. But he has a history of injuries. This is the first season. I mean, he still had an injury this year, but at the same token, he played majority of the year. The first time ever. And what I don't want to happen is him become another Rashard Jones. Do y'all realize, in essence, Rashard Jones kind of collected free checks for 2 years at $19 million a year per? Literally $40 million and didn't have to do nothing, really.
Daddy.
You're betting on a guy who has had injuries.
Daddy broke it.
I know, Carter. I'll fix it, okay? You're betting on a guy who's had a lot of injuries. And on top of it, the shelf life for a corner. First of all, let's get one thing straight. You don't get better than what he just gave. You're not going to have a better season than what he just gave you. It either stays the same, which the probability is very small, or it goes down from this point on. I mean, think about it. Stephon Gilmore wasn't even great this year. He still played good corner play, but it wasn't the best ever. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. And drink your water, okay?
No.
Drink your water. And go put your train in your room, okay? Go put it in your room. Go put it in. Paying him that kind of money will take away money we could use on other hoes. This is his first elite year. He can't stay healthy anyways. Trade him. But you still gonna have those fans that don't see it that way, and I understand. You know, you want to keep Xavien Howard because it's a great talent. But you know what? And our defense wouldn't have been as great as it was without Xavien Howard, and that's the truth. But at the same token, it's time to put some ownership on this offense. To be quite honest with you, you shouldn't need this great of a defense to win it all. This great of a defense should help you win it all, but no, we need to figure out offense. We need to figure out offense. Because what people don't understand as well, in the future, in the near future, you're going to be paying a lot of these young assets. These first round and second round picks should turn out to be really good players, and you got to pay them. And at some point, how are you going to pay them? Y'all got to think about the guys who are on a contract extension right now. They may want to talk to Christian Wilkins about his contract extension, Jerome Baker about his contract extension. There's still things that have to be done from a monetary standpoint. And don't forget, we had a plan going into this. We're not overpaying anyone. We had a plan to not overpay anyone. And now we want to just scrap that because we got a player who played All-Pro and went to the Pro Bowl and might win Defensive Player of the Year. The goal is don't overpay anyone. Don't overpay anyone. It's about the team overall. Because what good does it do you if he get hurt and then he on the sideline and you can't afford the depth that you need? Y'all think we got the depth at the cornerback position now? Do you think that we have the depth that we need at the cornerback position now? Yes or no? We hope Noah becomes the depth, but as of right now, we ain't even got the depth now. You see how we look with the defense in the first 5 games when Byron was out? Imagine the X going out. Season over. Do y'all understand that? Imagine Byron not playing the whole first year. We would have won 7 games. I believe it. 6 maybe. They would have picked on whoever it was all day. All day, man. So that's the whole point. It's about the team, man. It's about the team. You got to be able to afford depth because this is the NFL. One guy goes down, you got to be ready for the next one. Got to be good enough to step in. They ain't got to be as good, but at least they can hold it down. So I would say if we're talking that crazy money, get the assets and go focus on, number one, free agency. Bring in the best quality cornerback that you can. Find another deal like Byron. Take that other $8 million that you're probably going to save on the deal and invest in a first-round draft pick at the cornerback position. Again, because what you're going to get back for X is going to be a few firsts. Go in free agency, get the best option you can find. Save yourself about $8 million. And then go get a first-round pick. Go get Patrick Surtain. Go get one of those guys. Why not? What you gonna bring back from X can get you a young guy. So would y'all, if you knew we can get Patrick Surtain and bring in one of the best free agent corners for the same price of what X would cost, now you got depth and a young guy, you're getting younger. I'd do it in a heartbeat. Paying that man $22 million, $23 million. Doing that whatsoever, man. He gonna bring back a minimum 2 first-round picks if he win Defensive Player of the Year. You take one of those and go get Patrick Surtain Jr. And you take some of that money you gonna save and you go in the draft and get the best available option and let them compete with Patrick Surtain and Noah for the second spot, now you got two guys sitting as reserves that are quality players, whether it be Noah and the Patrick Surtain or Noah and the free agent, because Byron going to start. That's exactly what you do. Now you got more corners and you save money. Patrick Surtain Jr. Where y'all think Patrick Surtain Jr. going in the draft? Well, some of y'all who follow the draft stock, around what pick do you think he gonna go? I'm gonna show y'all something. What pick y'all think is Surtain Jr. gonna go? Nah, he ain't top 5. You tripping, whoever said that. I put him around 12, somewhere in that category. If a team want to reach, they'll get him around 9 at the best. That's where I have Patrick Surtain Jr. All right, I got him between like 9 and 12 on my board. You know, that don't make me right. He could be 5th. I'm just saying I don't think top 5 based off of what's coming out. We already know the top 3 automatically, and then one of them receivers gonna be in there. He ain't top 5, y'all. All right, so I give him around 9 to 12, 9 to 13 is where I have him right now. So you can't tell me whoever we trade for X, they probably going to be a team with capital and draft stock. So we're going to be probably up in that range anyway. You get Patrick Surtain Jr., and guess how much he going to cost? He ain't going to do nothing but cost you about $6 million at that draft pick. Tua was number 5, and he cost you $8 million a year. If you getting a guy at around 12, it's gonna be about 5 or 6 million.
Daddy,
Don't put your tracks in your room, okay? So yeah, man, you go get you that guy. So if a guy's gonna cost you $6 million, and you would have paid X 22, if you don't pay X to 22, now you still got $16 million of profit on that deal, and you got Patrick Surtain Jr. You go out of free agency, sign you a really quality good corner for about 13, 14 mil, and you still bringing home about $3 million to help in other areas. You still bringing home about $3 million that you saved from not keeping X, and you still got more draft assets from trading them. You still got that. So you do that, man. Shake Money said, I trust the executive of the year fins up. Hey, we'll see, man. I hope he wins it. But I do trust him in this regard when it comes to Xavien Howard. Well, we'll see. If they give him his money, it's going to tell us a lot about the Miami Dolphins front office. What they value, what they don't, what's too much and what's not. X said he wants 22. Nah, he didn't say that. The writing's on the wall. If you can't put that together, you probably want more. It ain't about what X say. X ain't asking for nothing. X agent is the one that does what he do. X agent is the one that sit there and he's like, listen, defensive player of the year, if he does, or second in the voting, that's all that matters. All pro first team, Pro Bowl, 2-time Pro Bowler, let's get that straight. Actually played a healthy season. See, that's another thing working in their favor. Because you could have scoffed at him in the past. You know, he got a history of injuries. Actually played a healthy season. We need 23. Might even need 24. If Greer says, you know, let's talk about that, they make it happen, they going to make it happen, I'd be sad for our future. I don't think it was a smart move. But it could work out. I don't know. I just think that it's a partially gambling, too. Now you're getting in the realm of gambling. You're gambling. But Greer says no. The agent says, well, my client wants to be traded so he can seek what he's worth. They're going to put it that simple. My client wants to be traded so he can seek what he's worth.
Dad, where's the car? Come on, let's find the car.
They're going to say that straight up. Xavier said, dang, you right. We will end up trading him sadly, but that's a lot of money. I think we would have to accept 2 firsts if offered. Well, you got to play that game. You got to tell that agent, if you can find 2 firsts and a second, I'll trade them. Otherwise, if I was Greer, I would have some principles and I would play hardball. Listen, if you can find a team that can give 2 firsts and a second, we'll trade your client. If not, he is currently under contract with the Miami Dolphins. It is his choice whether he wants to play or not. If he don't play, he sit out because we ain't trading him and we're not raising his salary. And don't forget that option too. Don't forget that option too. And that's the option that Greer need to freaking take. You just gave him a brand new deal. This ain't no deal you 3 years into. You going into the 2nd year of it, not the 3rd or 4th year. This is the move Greer need to take if that crap happens. I ain't trading him, and I ain't giving him no raise. This is the contract that we signed. And at the end of the day, if he wants to hold out, tell him go sit down then. I'll keep my $15 million. And matter of fact, I won't spend it. I'll save it in the future because you can push your money from this year a certain amount to the next year. And if I was Greer, I'd say, you know what? He has performed well. I'm not going to sit here and not give any offer on the table, but I'll move him from 15 to 17 and a half. Average on a new deal. And I might even give him an extra 5% guaranteed money on it. And if he ain't with that, then he going to have to sit out for at least the next 2 years. I can care less. And you go down that road and you keep to your guns and you let him sit out if he have to. And you go out there and you get Flores to win some games anyway. And when you winning them games, his value is going to be dropping. His value is going to drop. So, no, we got options in this, though. But at the same token, if I was Greer, I'll make it clear, though, if you can find 2 firsts and a second for him, and it's the right team, we can talk then. We can talk then. I can get your client out of here for you. Aaron Burham said you'll lose value, TD. So what? You stand for something but fall for anything. I don't care if you lose value. Get it, Carter. Pick it up. I don't care if you lose value. Yeah. It don't matter. Because if we lose value, he lose value. If we lose value, he loses value. It's that simple. Hold on, Shock TV. You're my Shock. Hey, TD, trade for Amari Cooper and the Cowboys first. Give up X and the 1st and 3rd. What? You said trade for Amari Cooper and the Cowboys first. So get Cooper in the 1st. And give up X in the 1st and a 3rd? What do you... No. NTM? Xavien Howard's worth Amari Cooper in the 1st and maybe a 3rd. Why would I give up capital? Xavien Howard himself is worth Amari Cooper, their 1st, and maybe you can add a 3rd. No, why am I going to give them more? No, we got the leverage. Defensive Player of the Year. What was Amari Cooper? Who is Amari Cooper? I mean, I know who he is, but come on. And then on top of it, Dallas messed up by giving him all that money. We ain't trying to do that. We ain't trying to do that. I know overpaid receiver. No, I'm straight. I'm straight. But, you know, we're going to find out, man. The man got a new agent because, I mean, the writing's on the wall. I ain't got time to hear nobody talk about, oh, you speculating. Shut up. I ain't got time for that. Everybody and their mama know what this means. You got a new agent fresh off of getting a big deal 2 years ago. It only mean one thing. You about to go to war in the offseason. Negotiating war. And let's see how good Greer is. Let's see how good Greer is. But I tell you this, ladies and gentlemen, Greer give up that 22+ million. I don't care how good it look now. What y'all got to understand is it don't matter if he gave up that 22 million and Xavien Howard repeated what he did next year. That kind of money, back up, okay? Here. There you go, your train fixed.
Yay.
That kind of money is asking him to give you that at least 3 more years. That's what y'all got to understand. That kind of money is asking him to do it for 3 more years. Not 1 more and then he start tapering off. No, that would be a bad bet. Vegas will take them odds all day. History shows you it's a bad move. Every corner that this happens to, it's a bad move. This goes all the way back to Nnamdi Asomugha and all of them, man. When they got them big deals for corners back then, all of them end up being not even close to being worth the money they got. Shh. Noah is like Tua. We don't know what they're both gonna be at. I agree. I agree. Give him a new contract with incentives and make him earn that money. Y'all missing it. You're not gonna get a contract with incentives and make him earn it because there's other. Listen, as long as there's other teams that will pay him without having to prove it, y'all have to understand that. Who wants to bet on themselves and if they have all the leverage? That would be crazy. That would be the dumbest. He got a new agent. That would be the dumbest thing for a new agent to do. Man, I got you a deal that can reach you up to 30 million a year if you hit these incentives. You betting on yourself with a team that can derail your incentives anytime. They can derail your incentives anytime. They not finna do that. They not finna do that. As long as there is one team in the league that will pay him without him having to prove it, as long as there is one team willing to give him 22, 23, 24, he will always have the leverage. Trade me. If you can't pay my price, trade me. It's going to get, I'm going to tell y'all now, it might get a little ugly. Ball game in here, he said this just means he has outgrown his previous representation. So what does new representation mean? New representation, bigger bucks. You have outgrown your old representation. You had a fly-by-night agent. I mean, you ain't got to be a fly-by-night, but you had a good agent. But now you're in the big leagues. Now you're talking about endorsement deals. Now you're talking about all of that. Now you're talking about going to get that real money. He's big time now. And everything across the board got to be big time. The contract got to be, listen, every time you got the highest paid attached to your name, everything come with it. Everything comes with it. Shh. It's going to be interesting, though. This is going to be a real interesting one. Andres saying Noah is not like Tua. Tua was a certified player out of the draft. Noah was the youngest in the draft. Everyone knew he was a project player. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people knew that was a reach, you know. I was trying to be optimistic about it and say you never know. They might have a gem, but it wasn't like a guaranteed first-round situation. But it's really going to hinge on how it turns out long-term at the end of the day. TD, did you know we coaching the Senior Bowl? I just did a stream on it. It's the last stream. Go check it out. Make sure you hit the like button on that one. We got almost 400 people watching this one and only 135 likes. We try to get 500 likes on every video. We've been averaging somewhere over 5,000 views for every video. So hit that like button. We should get at least 10% the likes. So y'all help out and push that like button. We get 500 likes on every video, we're going to grow fast, all right? TD, if we trade X, what team? I don't care as long as they're giving us the price we want. He can go right there in the division as long as you're giving the price we want. As long as they're giving the price we want. And all y'all keep asking about this Watson stuff, get that out of your system. If it happens, let us all just be shocked and crazily surprised. But everything points to that not happening, to be honest with y'all. Just because he said he wouldn't mind coming to Miami doesn't mean Miami wants him. Yeah, we know the talent, great player. Anybody would love to have him as their franchise quarterback. But there's a lot involved in that, including the price that it would cost. Everything is against that, ladies and gentlemen. Everything is against that. Everything is against him coming to Miami. The money, the capital that'll have to be spent. You got a young guy. We got a plan. We got to stick to it. I don't like the trade. Honestly, I don't. I understand how everybody feels, especially after seeing the quarterback play we had this year. I understand how everyone feels. But at the same token, the one thing that we're definitely going to give Tua Tagovailoa, that's another opportunity. With any excuses being removed, like the O-line will be better, the weapons will be better, and we see where it falls from there. TD Watson numbers screen Marino. Dolphins won it. Well, that's a problem if they screen Marino. I love Marino, greatest quarterback of all time to me. But the problem with that, I don't want Watson if he ain't gonna bring a Super Bowl. So don't tell me it screams Marino. Tell me it screams somebody who won a Super Bowl. Let's just keep it at 1,000 with y'all. Real, especially the tenured Dolphin fans, they hate to hear that, but it's the truth. I don't want to hear that. Yeah, his number scream Marino. Yeah, all right. But unfortunately, that ain't good enough for me. Watson put up numbers and lost in the third worst team in the NFL this year. So that don't entice me. That don't make me feel good that his number scream Marino. It doesn't. Flores is the new Shula, TD. Hey, I'm with that. I like that comparison. That's a winning coach. A coach that won some Super Bowls. Donation from Mark said he better scream Brady with them rings. I'm with it. Listen, much as I hate the Patriots, I can care less. You got to give credit where credit is due. Let Watson scream Brady. I'm all for it. Look what Watson did on the worst team ever. Yeah, lost a lot. Y'all missing the point here. What did he do on the worst team ever? Lost a lot. And that's what you going to do when, listen, oh my gosh. Did I not prove my point with Russell Wilson? I've been preaching this for 3 years now. Anybody who's been on this channel from day one, I used to do streams dedicated on what it takes to win in the NFL and what will derail that. The new trend is overpaying for a quarterback. You won't win a Super Bowl. You pay your quarterback more than 20% of the team salary cap, your chances of winning a Super Bowl is slim to none. Yeah, he's going to be good enough to take your team to the playoffs every year, but he will see a first or second round exit. Almost guaranteed. And I told y'all, pay attention to Russell Wilson every year. I said that 3 years ago. I said for the next 5 years, pay attention to Russell Wilson every year. I bet you he's good enough to drive him to the playoffs or the wild card and never get out of the first or second round. And he going to keep proving it. They don't have enough talent. Oh, but they got a lot of talent. No, it's certain gaps in that team that they're trying to mask by bringing in those guys on cheap deals. Like, oh, well, we're bringing in Devontae Adams. We've been doing it. They're trying to hurry up and get another one. You can't make up for that contract. When I watch them play on Saturday, I'm sitting there watching Russell Wilson on the sideline, frustrated with his team, running them. And I'm over there thinking in my head, even though he over there in y'all face trying to motivate y'all, come on, guys, we can do this. What he really need to be doing on the sideline is saying, come on, guys, We need to win this so we can mask the fact that I'm making way more than all y'all and make that okay. We need to mask the fact that almost every single one of y'all are probably overpaid by 5% because I'm taking that up. Come on, let's go.
Daddy, I know the
Feel that extra 5% that I'm taking from all y'all. Feel it in you and let's go.
Daddy,
Huh?
I don't know.
No, you're not gonna break this train. You don't break it, okay?
You put the key in there.
That's exactly what's happening. I'm sitting there watching him try to pump his team up on the sideline. I'm like, I'm sorry, but your motivation ain't ever gonna be equate to the money that you taking from the talent around you.
Come on.
That's why the Legion of Boom left because of Russell. They had to give him that deal. Exactly. Mahomes won a Super Bowl though, TD, on his rookie deal. Do you know that even last year he signed the contract extension, but this year it's still on the rookie deal? Y'all don't know that? Deshaun Watson signed a new contract, $43 million a year or whatever. But next year it's still a rookie deal. He only counting $15 million to the cap. Y'all got y'all timing twisted. But Mahomes won, making what? $5 million a year? And he'll win this year, possibly. It still ain't take effect yet. The big money.
Hey, super strong.
Yeah, let me see. You got the weight super strong? Be careful with him, okay?
Okay.
That's why I said, this is why you can't get caught up on what's happening in this NFL. Patrick Mahomes looked great in his rookie stint, right?
Daddy,
Yes.
I got eat.
Okay, hold on. Give me a second. All right, I'll get it then. Patrick Mahomes looked great on his rookie stint. Lamar Jackson looks great on his rookie stint. Deshaun Watson looks great on his rookie stint. Time, in other words, stint, right? Who else? Let's go. Josh Allen looking great on his rookie contract, right? Give me some more, y'all. Watch this. I'm going to show you something. Give me some more of those guys that's in that first 4 years looking good right now with their team. Kyler Murray. Give me a few more. Give me a few more. Baker Mayfield. Give me all of these guys looking good on their rookie stint. But nobody wants to talk about what history already told you. Didn't RG3 look great on his rookie stint? Didn't Cam Newton look good on his rookie stint? And what happened? Russell Wilson looked great in his rookie stint when he got his money. They ain't going to win no Super Bowl. All of these teams already proved it. RG3, Kaepernick, they were the guys that I studied. And I said, man, if they get their money, are they going to look great? They got their money, all of them. Half of them ain't even in the league no more. And then the next era came in, Patrick Mahomes, blah, 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 Watson. And I said, y'all don't pay attention to history in this league. Watch what happened to all of them. They're going to be great on their rookie stint, and then after their rookie stint, that money's going to catch up, and they'll never have a better team. You got to build your franchise to be good long term. You got to build it to be good long term. These quarterbacks are ruining teams, but people don't see it. They messing up, man. You got to follow the trends in the NFL of how this is. But here's the reason why everybody's going through this. Because Russell Wilson was the quarterback that got everybody to say, we need to build our team like this. A dual threat quarterback that can run and pass. Insert all the dual threat quarterbacks. But then when they started making 20% of the salary cap, people aren't realizing it's hurting their team. It's hurting their team. This is why you don't fall in love. We'll talk more about this later. I'm going to go ahead, fix the kids some lunch, do their second school lesson of the day. Because we decided to do more homeschooling. With everything going on with this new strand and all that, we don't want them going back to school right now. So we're going to do some homework. So I'm going to do that second lesson for the day. Get their lunch, give them a nap, and then we'll go from there. But this is TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. We got to keep an eye on this X situation. Go check out the last video I did on coaching the Senior Bowl, which is huge. And we're going to talk more about the history of the NFL in the last 20 years, how things have changed. And we got to pay attention to that on how to build a team. How do you build a team? Okay? And the answers are all in front of you. I'm